Okay, Scorpio, the first card here is going to represent what you are currently desiring, your expectations for the month of December. The second card is going to represent what you are valuing and identifying with. The third card is going to represent a possible distraction, illusion, or self-doubt. The fourth card is going to represent the strategy to take and the plans to be made. The fourth card is going to represent the right attitude to have towards yourself and to others. And the last card is going to represent the realization or the outcome. Okay, Scorpio. So one thing Scorpio will always provide is intensity. This is an intense reading, but it's beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. What is important for you? We have the Six of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. So we know that when you love with all of your being, all of your might, all of your soul, all of your passion, all of your intensity. And this month for some of you is bringing this back up. This is the Six of Cups. It is the past. It is someone returning from your past or the desire for someone to return from your past. It may just be that someone's really on your mind. You maybe have been having dreams, thinking about, daydreaming. We are in Mercury in retrograde. So because you're so psychic and so intuitive and you are a healer, which, you know, for healers, I believe that healers have to heal themselves first. So for first and foremost, God and the universe is going to ask you to heal. So something from the past is lurking here. It's coming to the surface. And this doesn't, you know, this can go either way for you. It can be really painful and challenging, but I feel that the message here for a lot of you is to be healing, is to be an opportunity to correct something or heal something from the past. It's about learning. And so it's not meant to hurt you or torture you or make you miserable. Even though some of those feelings could come up, it's resurfacing for a reason. It's resurfacing for your good. Whatever this is, Scorpio, it affected you very deeply on a very powerful emotional level. We have a cup, so it's your sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And the encouragement here is just try to remain open and objective and just try to understand what it's trying to teach you versus trying to control what the outcome is, because, you know, whether this person's meant to come back permanently or temporarily, just try to be open that, you know, God loves you and he's only going to allow what's good in your life. So if it doesn't stay, if it's not a permanent situation, you know, try to be at peace with that and to let it go. Easier said than done, Scorpio. Trust me, I know. But that's kind of the message that I'm getting there. You know, for some of you, the past is going to want to pull you back into a place that maybe you don't want to go. So just don't be afraid of it and try to see it more as a learning, healing. Like I said, try to step back and look at it objectively. Like, okay, what is the universe trying to show me here? Okay, Scorpio, what are you valuing and identifying with? We know that you're ambitious as well. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of conquest. You know, you are on a search for power, but not in a bad way, Scorpio. Like, this is part of your calling, is to be powerful. It is part of your calling to be a leader. The key is learning how to use that for your ultimate good and the good of others. And so I feel that a lot of you are highly ambitious. You know, you're not just looking to be a follower, you're looking to be a leader. You can see this person has climbed up the ladder. So that's really what I see that you are focused on. You're willing to go up each rung of the ladder. Scorpio is very persistent, very determined. And when you set your mind on something, like, you are going to accomplish it. And we have a Nine of Pentacles. So it could be wealth, finances, material success. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but you want to be victorious in your life. You want to overcome all obstacles and to become the best version of yourself, to be powerful, to be the highest version of yourself. And so that's incredibly commendable. And with this card, yes, it talks about money and finances, like that's a big part about it. But the other thing that this touches on is the ability to inspire and to lead others and influence others in a positive way. And ultimately, I think that that is a huge calling for Scorpio. And also, this is a very independent card. So I think, Scorpio, that a lot of you want to be independent. You want to be strong and self-controlled in yourself and able to overcome all obstacles and then able to help others. And so that's probably why you have some intense stuff going on, because you're shooting high, you're aiming high, and to whom much is given, much is expected. So that's kind of what's happening here. But it's an awesome thing. It's very commendable. Okay, possible distraction, illusion, or doubt. We have the Ace of Cups. Another water sign. The Ace of Cups is about beginnings. It can be about beginnings. And it's also about emotional happiness, emotional satisfaction, emotional abundance. And so what I'm just getting for this for you as a possible distraction, illusion, or self-doubt is you're having to navigate through some sticky stuff this month, some of you. And this just may not seem like, you know, things aren't all flowers and unicorns and rainbows, okay? Like, as much as you want them to be, you know, Scorpio digs deep, you know, you go where angels fear to tread at times, you know, you go to those places where it's hidden, you know, the unknown, the shadow side. And so maybe you feel that this is far off. Maybe you feel that you don't deserve this. You do. I want you to feel that if you have to experience some intense emotions, that this is waiting for you at the right time in the right way. And so you do deserve happiness and emotional peace and satisfaction and abundance. And it may seem far off, but it's not. You know, if you do that work, you're going to reap this harvest. So do not doubt that. Know that, you know, there are amazing things for you, and it will pay off all of your hard work and everything that you have to feel and go through. You're going to clear all that out so that you can experience this emotional happiness and ecstasy. Okay, so strategy and plans to be made. I mean, Scorpio, do we need to say more? This is your card. This is the Death card. And I mean, it's crazy because I shuffle this and it just blows me away how it's always so perfect and so fitting. This is your card. It's like the universe is saying, you know, all is well. All is as it should be. Yes, there's a death taking place. Yes, there's transformation taking place. Yes, you know, you have to go into that dark cocoon before those beautiful wings are coming out. But all is well. All is as it should be. Everything is in divine right order. Everything is in divine right timing. And you can trust this process, that something beautiful is going to come out the other side. And Scorpio, you know, by you going through these experiences yourself, you're going to be able to help other people who have no idea what the heck is happening. You know, by you going through these intense situations, then you have the experience, the compassion, the knowledge, the sympathy, the empathy to understand when other people are stuck in that dark little cocoon and they don't understand why. You will have the skill and the knowledge to help them out of it. And so, you know, this just tells me that some of you are going through a lot of change, a lot of transformation. You know, you're being pushed and forced to change your thought processes, your habits. You know, God and the universe is only going to let you do certain things so long because you have a higher calling. And if someone or something is not serving you and is not aiding you in your conquest, the universe is going to say, okay, Scorpio, you know, I've let you do your thing. Now it's time to try a new approach. You know, I've got something better for you. You know, believe in this. Believe that there's something more beautiful for you. And try to remain open and trust that this is for your own good. It's for your growth and your learning on some level. And, you know, your card here about death is like, the more we fear it and the more we cling on to what's old, we're just blocking our own good. You're blocking out your emotional feast and abundance. And this is really what God has for you. But I understand. I mean, this is all easier said than done. So I really sympathize. And I hope I'm not being too intense. It's just the message is coming through really powerful for you. Okay, Scorpio, very interesting. The right attitude to have towards yourself and to others. We have the Page of Swords. So this is actually super fitting for you because this energy is actually the watchman or the observer. And I know that you could be a detective, like you are a born detective. You're very good at sniffing things out. And so that's what the universe is asking you to do this month. You know, you need to be watchful. he has got his eye on this person. I don't know if you are, you're suspicious about someone, or you have a gut instinct about someone or something. And I feel God in the universe is saying, trust your gut, trust your instincts, keep your eyes wide open. Use your intellect, use your rational mind, and just watch, just be an observer this month with the people around you for whatever reason. This is someone that takes everything in around them, but does not speak unless necessary, is very careful with their words, is very smart and sharp with their words, very intelligent. And I just feel that some of you have to kind of be watchful this month, like just be careful about who you divulge or share information with. And this could be for you, it could be protective. I feel that some of you are just going through a lot. And so you don't need to like dish everything out just to anyone. Just be protective of yourself, be a little bit more tender and nurturing, and just keep your eyes wide open, be very observant, really try to understand, like I said, stand back objectively and look at the messages that are trying to be spoken to you, because you are changing. There is growth here. There is metamorphosis. The outcome or realization, we have the Four of Swords. You have two strong swords. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The result here, I feel, Scorpio, is that you're going to need to withdraw on some level. You're going to need to take some solitude, and because you are so deep emotionally and something is changing for you, don't feel bad about this. Don't feel bad about needing to take time to step away from the chaos or whatever's happening for you to clear your mind. If you need to do some self-nurturing and self-love, change is not always easy, right? It can be positive, but it can also be stressful. And so if you need to take that time to kind of recharge your batteries and step back so you can make sense of it all, just allow yourself to do that, because the Four of Swords is kind of talking about you needing to detach from certain events or certain emotions, just like literally, because it's so intense, just to step back and detach yourself. And if this is what you need, then just know this too shall pass, that this is not permanent, this is not forever, but this is a period for you to step back and rejuvenate yourself, regroup before you set out again. And just know, for some of you, that may be necessary at some point in the month. But just know, Scorpio, that you're an amazing soul. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Your gift is so powerful, and that there's only going to be good that's going to come from it. So I really hope this reading has been helpful for you. If it has, I would so appreciate for you to like and subscribe to the channel. That's going to make sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. I appreciate you, Scorpio. Have a blessed holiday, and I will see you next time.